Okay, what's up, guys? Sorry, man, I had a busy day. I'm late as hell, but hey, better late than never. That's why I always say. But I want to make a live stream talking about TV shows and movies from a SYSBM perspective, even like ideals and stuff. I want to talk about pop culture stuff, what's going on with TV shows and the talk. What is everybody talking about? It's actually some stuff I want to get off my chest. Ain't nobody here. What I want to talk about? I feel like Hollywood, these guys can't create anything, do anything right. If they do come up with ideas, they can't execute them right. These guys suck. They can't do anything without putting SJW agendas in there. And I like to say this: I'm neutral when it comes to SJW. To be honest with you, I used to be against it, but now I'm neutral. Let's be honest, like we can't go around acting like there's no issues and stuff going on around the world, and then when people want to talk about that in these little TV shows and movies, people want to get all butt hurt. But there's nothing wrong with that, as long as they don't go too far with it. Oh, what's up, that retro guy? I'm sorry for being real late, but I'm here. I just want to talk about TV shows and stuff in Hollywood from an SYSBM perspective and bring new ideas to the table from an SYSBM perspective. Um, Hollywood basically they can't execute anything good. They're not good at executing things. And another mistake that Hollywood does is they don't cater towards a certain audience. They cater to everybody else except for black men. They cater to Mr. Clean, the Daggle, and everybody else. I started to peep this. I started to peep this shit. Let me know if y'all see the same thing, but I noticed I've been noticed ever since the Stop Asian Hate, right? Ever since Asians started to become more vocal about their issues, I started to notice more Asian representation on TV. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I mean, kudos to them for getting more representation. I'm just saying this is what I see. I noticed this. I've been noticing this for a while though, not just now. I've been noticing this for like a few months ago. To be honest with you, they got animation movies coming out, Asian representation. They got TV shows. They got movies coming out now. You know, Snake Eyes, GI Joe, etc., etc. Oh yeah, you right. That retro guy. Not watching TV shows because you don't like what's being portrayed on there. I'm like that too. There's certain shows I don't want to watch because of that. And Tyler Perry, I've been stopped watching Tyler Perry ever since I was young teenager. I saw a few of his movies, his Medea movies, and that's it. Uh, I did check out that Young Dylan TV show on Nickelodeon, bruh. I dropped that show after the first episode because it had a bunch of stereotypes in there. The kid, he's like the kid. His mother know where to be found, and then he's with his uncle and his family, and then the kid is just Ebonics. Dylan, he just freaking Ebonics, and that's it. He want to be a rapper and all that, man. Just so freaking stereotypical. And that was like almost 8 months ago, like 8 or 9 months ago. I never heard of that show, The Oval. But man, Hollywood, they don't cater to black men, especially thinking black men, as they do cater to brothers. It's on some hood shit, like Power, Empire, all that other bullshit. And BET is trash, man. I started watching BET years ago. It could be so much better if they expand that horizon, put more black sci-fi on there, some shit like that. But no, but I don't want to cater towards certain black folks. They don't want to cater to the bonnets or your stereotypical black folk. And I was talking about this whole SJW, and you know, look, I'm about to speak my mind on this shit because it's getting annoying. Chris, he's starting to speak about it. I really started to speak on it months ago with the whole Superman thing. But Chris, he's starting to be more vocal on it. A lot of people just want to be anti SJW just for the sake of it. The fuck? Somebody, what the fuck? Somebody texting me. The hell? Hold up. Why is this dude trying to call me? Hold up, I gotta take a call right quick, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry about that, guys. But my dad was trying to call me and stuff, trying to talk to me about the game. The Bucks won. Hey, I got to get to him later. I told him I was busy right now. Sorry about that, but where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about the SJW and stuff. But my my opinion on that, it's getting very tiresome because now people they have most guys or most females, whatever, don't really have a legitimate argument when it comes to some of this stuff. A lot of people crapped on Batwoman, right? I'm not saying some people didn't have a valid argument against that because I never watched it. I was on the bandwagon hating on it, even when they replaced Batwoman with the new one with this black female. I was hating on that. I ain't gonna lie, and I decided to give it a chance. It was like the second or third episode. I decided to give it a chance, and it was okay for me. It was okay. A lot of people say, "Oh, SJW, LGBT." Look, I honestly don't mind it because it's part of the character. That's the character. And then it wasn't that bad because they wasn't trying to force it down people's throat like that. I can respect that. Every scene wasn't some lesbian going down each other's throats. I can respect that. And then they actually focus on developing the character. I think the second Batwoman is better than the first one in terms of character. Like from the beginning of the season all the way to like the end, she's completely different. That's character development. And they developed what's called Luke Fox, Lucius Fox, his son. They call him Luke. I thought he died because he got shot and killed over some police brutality type shit. But he survived. They had some kind of plant that can heal people, and he made it. And then he became Batwing. I'm like, oh shit! Now I'm ready for the third season. I'm gonna watch the third season because I wanna see what they're gonna do with Batwing. And then they're talking about bringing Batwoman, no Batgirl, into the show. I feel the same thing. I feel the same way about Black Superman. A lot of guys hating on Black Superman, right? Knowing darn well that there are Black Superman in the comic books. So why are people tripping about Black Superman? And people talking about why couldn't they use Henry? That's such a gaslighting. That's so gaslighting. It's a scapegoat. They're using Henry. Henry Cavill is a scapegoat to justify them not wanting a Black Superman when they know darn well they didn't like Henry as Superman. A lot of people crapped on Superman, the Man of Steel. A lot of people crapped on that movie, and I wasn't even one of them. I actually enjoyed the movie. Superman looked powerful in there, and I liked the visual effects. I didn't mind if it was a little dark. It wasn't even that dark, bro. People are mad bugging, and the truth is, when it comes down to it, people, the larger society, they don't want to see a Black image in a leadership position or in like a powerful, important position. A lot of people are just trying to identify with these characters. Like when people look at Superman, they think white. Or when people look at Captain America, they see white. Let's just keep it a buck. Or when people look at the Hulk, they see white. Something they can identify with. And they only do this with Black men for the most part. Even to a degree, Black females, but Black men, they be going extra hard on Black men. That no one had a problem when there was a when Dean Cain was Superman, right? He half Asian, and then when people found out he was half Asian, they said something about it, but they didn't complain about it. And that's people that still got love for Dean Cain. A lot of people support Dean Cain as Superman, and he half Asian. Or you can accept the half Asian Superman, but you can't accept the Black one. And it turns out that Tyler Hoechlin, he just passing. He ain't even really white. A lot of people are caping for that Superman Lois TV show on CW. People saying that's a good TV show. These are the same people who was shitting on Tyler Hoechlin playing Superman on Supergirl. Now their tone is completely changed because it's about a white man and his family. That's what the TV show really is about. The Superman TV show. Now it's a good TV show. Now Tyler Hoechlin. Now people take Tyler Hoechlin serious as Superman. I'm telling you guys, when he first was on Supergirl, no one took them serious. no one really took Tyler Hoagland serious on Supergirl. They thought somebody else should have played him because he wasn't muscular enough. And I always thought something was off about Tyler Hoagland because I been knew about Tyler Hoagland before he went to before he was on Supergirl, then got his own TV show on Lois and Clark. Superman Lois, I mean. I knew about Tyler Hoagland from Teen Wolf, one of my favorite TV shows on MTV. Teen Wolf the shit, bro. It was the shit back in the day. He played a character named Derek Hill. I always knew there was something, but it looked like he had South America in him. So he's basically just passing. He one of these ethnic whites. And somebody in the comment section when I was watching one of these they ain't playing, bro. They'll let you know in a minute that you ain't white. And I seen this personally before. Some Latino chick, she get a giggle of people thinking she white just because she a light skinned Latina. And some dude say, "You ain't white." She looked mad disappointed when the white dude said that. So they'll let you know you ain't one of them, especially when it's convenient. Now, flashback to Black Superman. Now people want to get their panties tied in a knot just because it's a Black Superman. Michael B. Jordan might be playing the Black Superman. Somebody else. I think somebody else need to play a Black Superman. I don't mind Michael B. Jordan because he has a solid build and he got the sex appeal. But I already expect that Mr. Clean and these non-black folks are going to complain about it. Going to have something to say. But what really grinds my gears is a lot of this critique. It's coming from other black men. It's like I don't even hear a Daggle complain about that, or a black female who's a comic book fan. I don't even hear them complain about that. I'm hearing the complaints are coming from black men who are comic book fans, and I'm just appalled. You know what? I can't really be surprised because the dark secret is like there's a lot of racism in the geek community / anti-blackness in the geek community in geek culture. Let's just keep it a buck. Because if you know where to look for, you know what I'm talking about. And there's a bunch of black shines in the geek community as well. Some of these brothers are shines, bro. Bootlickers. Because they want to be self-serving and be under their Mr. Clean counterpart in geek culture. And I'm not saying that these guys are like that, but I'm gonna have to call it out. Young Ripper. I'm not trying to pour sour on him, but I watched some of his videos. It seems like when he does his commentary, he caters. It's like he's catering to his Mr. Clean and non-black fan base. It's like he's not coming from it from a black male perspective. He's coming from it from a person who's trying to cater to a wider audience instead of coming from a perspective of a black male unapologetically. I've seen a couple of black females talk about comic books and stuff, and they come from a black perspective unapologetically. I've seen a couple of brothers. There's a couple of brothers out there that talk about this stuff, comic books and stuff from An unapologetic black perspective. Just like me, I talk about this stuff, but I'm gonna come from I'm about to come from an unapologetically black perspective. I'm not trying to kiss nobody's butt. A lot of people are not ready to see black men in these upper tier images. Not even some black men are ready for that because they're worried about what other people are gonna think about them. And a lot of people who saying, "Oh, why we need this race bending? Why we need a black Superman?" I'm tired of all these race bending tokens and characters, and I agree with that to a degree. There's no point of race bending characters. You just gonna tokenize them, but that's not always the case. A lot of you just don't give them a chance. Just don't want to watch them too. And the main reason why people talk about that tokenized is because their dude bro, their Mr. Clean counterpart aren't into it. A lot of people who talking against Black Superman ain't never owned a black comic book featuring black characters. Don't even got a Status Shot, Icon, Hardware, Steel. But they talking about they want to see black characters that are created. Don't even got like fan made content, created content like Apple Black. Man, it's getting ridiculous. No, what else I want to talk about? Oh yeah, saying, "Oh, we need to promote our own characters and stuff." Like that's easier said than done. We do, but it's easier said than done. A lot of these characters are unknown. They're not as established as some of these other characters. So when they're established, they want to make a movie about Black Superman. It's kind of understandable. It makes sense. It would sell faster if they did a Icon movie because don't nobody know who Icon is. A lot of these black characters do not get established like that. They Mr. Clean counterparts, and people are not supporting them like that. Now, what else I want to talk about? Oh yeah, I want to talk about the SJW stuff again. It gets mad and annoying because let's just talk about well, I want to read comic books to escape. I'm not trying to hear all this political stuff, but good luck with that because comic books always been political. X-Men is political. It's about human rights, civil rights, basically. That's some black stuff. Even Professor Xavier and Magneto, that was inspired from Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X. I know a lot of black people who relate to X-Men. Let's just keep it a buck. Even Captain America, I'm finding out even Captain America was political. Talked about truth and justice, race, gender, and stuff like that. And here's the kicker with that. A lot of people are moaning and groaning about Captain America because Sam Wilson, aka Falcon, he's the new Captain America. Complaining for no reason. And it's been written well and it's part of the comic books. There's always gonna be some subjects from reality into these comic books. How you think these comic books get made? Where you think the creativity comes from? Real life experience or issues and concepts that goes on in the real world, not just in mythology and stuff like that, like classism, poverty, greed, hatred, overcoming hatred with love and compassion. There's a bunch of subjects in these comic books, even in manga. It's like that, even in manga and anime. What are we talking about here? That was Naruto was about poverty, war, hatred, and in the cycle of hatred. What the hell y'all think Naruto was about? Just say you don't like black people. Just say you don't want black people to be in these positions because you don't want to watch this. Just go ahead and say I won't even get mad. Just go ahead and say you don't want to see a black man in a leadership position. Or he getting the girl. He's a important character. He's important to the story, and he gets the girl and stuff. He look this masculine, badass, all that other good stuff. You don't want to see that shit. And many of you brothers don't want to see that shit because you ain't ready for that shit. Yeah, the Hokages and Naruto, youngster T, they were basically the president of their country. The Raikage, all the other people. Exactly. Naruto, he came up for poverty. He was struggling. He had no parents. Everybody hated him because he was seen as the monster, the bad guy. Nobody even got a chance to get to know him because he had this monster inside him, the nine-tailed fox. People judged him. And I kind of can relate to that. But it kind of reminds me of racism or anti-blackness. People judge you by your skin tone, and that's it. People judge Naruto because he had the nine-tailed fox inside. They didn't get a chance to get to know him until he got a little bit older. He got stronger, and a lot of people started to acknowledge him because of that factor. And then, after years of training, 2-3 years of training, and then he saved the village from pain. That's when everybody put their issues aside and started to accept him. It's like you got to put in that work, go beyond and above just to get people to accept you. That's why I peep in Naruto, bro. Oh, they didn't. When you was at the bottom, they don't want nothing to do with you. But when you put in that work, you make it to the top. Oh, this is when everybody want to ride your coattails and be on your job, just like they did Naruto. They treated Naruto like shit in Naruto. Soon as he got stronger, people started to acknowledge him, and then he saved the village from pain. Oh, everybody was on his dick. All them hoes wanted to pipe. You see what I'm saying? He said Gundam and my favorite machine, Zords, is political too. Oh yeah, Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam. Them series were political. It had a bunch of military vibes to it as well. It was real political. Code Geass, to a degree, Death Note. Oh yeah, man. A lot of these anti SJW people, they're becoming what they hate. They're no better than the super SJW people. They're one and the same. Two sides of the same coin, my guy. Yin and yang. A lot of them guys are just clout chasers, bro. It's like when Chris said, a lot of people just want to talk about shit and they don't even know what they talking about, and they never invested in that. A lot of them was talking shit about all of us. I think that's what the game's called. I forgot because I don't really play that game anyways. But A lot of people never invest in that game, but they had a lot to say about the game. They had like 30 videos talking about the game. Oh yes, that retro guy wanted the finished product, but don't want to be around when that person struggles. That's how it is. That's how society is. And I usually just put this to women because a lot of them they don't want to choose when the race starts. They want to wait. They want to wait till the race end to choose. That's how society is in general. That's what I'm starting to realize. Oh yeah, yeah, youngster T, for real, for real. Yeah, recent clout check. I already knew, bro. A lot of people are hating on Space Jam too. I ain't seen the movie yet, but I doubt it's that bad of a